tanks deal too much threat. They deal too much needless threat, and it's better to just go into damage, because damage also helps with threat. We've gone down that path where you can legitimately make do without the Way of Earth Ruin, because the Way of Earth Ruin gives too much threat. So you can explore something like, if you want, you can explore like Shaman Rage, which helps with your mana. Okay, let me do this. We're gonna leave. I'm gonna safe log out and go on the priest. But yeah, AoE damage will be the name of the game. It already is to some extent. Pull as much as you can and just AoE down. But in Phase 2 it ramps up. Yeah, Phase 2, yeah. It's gonna be crazy. Crazy! You guys are gonna be flocking to Priest Tank for a challenge. I mean, we already have people right now going and leaving leaving SoD in draws. Because it's too easy. If penalties are too strong. If Pallies are too strong at tanking, Pallies will I don't think anything will ever beat Shaman tanking in terms of threat and damage until level 60 Warrior Fury tanks. Alright. Okay, let me just get situated here. That goes in the bank. Yep, that goes in the bank. Okay. So yes, this is my priest tank. He's in the top tier guild called Priest Tank. It's very important that you make a name for yourself on whatever realm you're playing. Having your guild name be Priest Tank really makes you stand out in a crowd of people. So they'll see your name, and below it, the guild name Priest Tank. It's kind of hard to forget someone with a guild name called Priest Tank. That's like the biggest thing you can do in terms of a promotion and finding a guild for yourself, is getting your name out there. So yeah, having the guild name Priest Tank, top notch stuff right there. Yeah, we recently dinged. Our gear is not that bad. Green tinted goggles, Invoker's Mantle. Can I change sets while flying? Can Caper do that? Oh, he can. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, Invoker's Mantle. So as a priest tank, your basic starter gear will be of the Eagle suffix items, I think they're called. So of the Eagle provides you with intellect and stamina. Stamina increases your HP. HP helps you with both physical and magical damage. Intellect provides you with mana. Mana obviously helps you with spells. Yeah, here we have a staff with shadow damage. Yeah, Hands of Darkness, very good. +9, +7. Of the Eagle. Until I get better rings, we have Band of Stamina, Seal of Sylvanas, Rune of Perfection. We're getting there, it's not bad. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I am posting in chat the Priest Tank guide. So I posted in Twitch chat a guide on how to Priest Tank in Season of Discovery. Feel free to give it a look over. If you have any questions, let me know. I really appreciate comment on the guide in the comment section. If you are looking to Priest Tank, I would obviously suggest to Dungeon Tank first, and then make your way to Raid Tank. If you really want to Raid Tank as a Priest, please go Alliance. Alliance Priest Tanks are monumentally better than Horde Priest Tanks. It's absolutely crazy. But in terms of Dungeon Tanking, Undead is BIS for Dungeon Tanking. Yeah. You can still tank dungeons as an Alliance Priest Tank, it's just not as good as Horde. The difference is very minor, but when it comes to raid tanking, dwarfs are absolute gods. It's not, like, you guys have no idea. Well, actually, you do have an idea if you read the guide that I posted in Twitch chat. So yeah, I posted the Dungeon Priest Tank guide in Twitch chat, and that should give you a clear indication of why dwarfs are better for raid tanking. Dude, you can't wait to Priest Tank Patrick. Yeah, well, I mean, even Shaman Tank in Classic era was a bit iffy when it came to Nax bosses, so... But yeah, it goes without saying, if you're looking to even tank one boss in Nax, you have to be Alliance Dwarf. Yeah, and we're getting a lot of positive things on the priest tanking side of things. Blizzard has hinted that they will give racial priest abilities to other races, so dwarf priests can potentially get Devouring Plague, and vice versa. But even when other races can get other priest racials, it will still be BIS to be Alliance because of Paladins. Alright. Let me find my message. One thing I need to add to the guide. Do not tank dungeons before level 25. Obviously, well, you guys know Priest Tank is not a officially recognized class role, so you want as much working for you as possible. Being the highest level is one of those things. Alright, let's see here. Oh yeah, we were tanking SFK, but let's do RFC here, so I'm going to be talking. FG. And we're going to wait a few extra seconds between groups to find a priest healer over any type of other healer. Resto Shamans are god-awful at healing any tank. Druids are slightly better, and Priest Healers are best. And I think that applies to all class tanks. Yeah. Yeah. That a priority tier list for healers applies to all classes that are tanking. Okay. Alright, I need to open my own guide so I can properly remember stuff. No, we do not want to heal, we want to tank. Oh yeah, one thing that I would like to see changed is the possibility to proc crits while sitting down. That would be. I'm practically begging Blizzard on a daily basis to fix martyrdom, so it can proc by sitting down. That would be monumental for priest tanking if you could sit proc crit. At the moment, the only way to proc martyrdom is to just pull a lot of mobs. In RFC, it takes about 3 mobs hitting you to get a crit from martyrdom while standing. In higher level dungeons like SFK, it takes like 2 mobs. 2 mobs will proc martyrdom, but I'd like to see it fixed so you can sit proc crit, so you can proc martyrdom even earlier in a pull. Yep. Yeah, so these, I think this is what I have on screen right now is the starter priest tank talents. Yeah, it is, yeah. There are some slight variations if you start doing SFK. Yeah, if you start doing SFK, Unbreakable Will is BIS. If you do more RFC, wand specialization becomes a bit better.
Thanks for the subscription.
Because there are no silences in RFC, but you sometimes can use your wand to pull stuff if you don't want to use mana. So yeah, there's like slight variations depending on which dungeon you're spamming.
Sometimes I can get that pull, sometimes I just don't.
Yeah, blackout proc, pretty straightforward. The good thing about this is that when it procs, it places a debuff on the target, and that actual debuff appearing on the mob causes threat. So not only, for example, you have Shadowward Pain, which can initially proc blockout, but as well as the actual debuff showing up on the mob deals threat. So yeah, pretty BIS to go blackout. Shadow Focus for a starter priest tank, very good. I have a very low hit chance.
A guide at the same time.
Some might say 0%.
Well, actually, it's like
so
a VOD.
It's good to have Shadow Focus.
He's the one talking.
Once you get better gear,
he's like
once
the
you
guy
get the
that
Void Touched
originally started
boots from
the whole,
BFD.
Like made the guides for shaman tanking, like
yeah,
got all mathematical and shit.
As well as using the world
like
buff increases your hits. This starts to become less valuable, and then you can put 1 point, maybe even like 2 if you're really well geared. You can put 2 points in Shadow Ward Pain.
What else? Priest tank as
but
well.
since we
Warlock
just
tank.
dinged fairly
This guy is like the master
recently,
of like a niche
5 points in
specs.
shadow focus. Shadow focus will make sure that our Mind Seer never misses. Where is it? Mind Seer deals AoE damage and therefore AoE threat. AoE threat is the component that priest tanks are missing the most. It's absent. The notion of AoE threat. So Mind Seer kind of solidifies AoE threat. So if we eventually find an RFC group, we're practically going to be spamming Mind Seer. One of the ways we can spam a Mind Seer and not get spell pushed back is through Martyrdom. So on the 5th mob that we pull in RFC, we'll proc Martyrdom, and that'll allow a full cast of Mind Seer. Because RFC is a very low dungeon with mobs that don't hit for much, a simple Power Word Shield gives you enough absorb to fully cast a Mind Seer. So not only does Martyrdom allow you to fully cast Mind Seer, but as well as a Power Word Shield. So as you can see on screen right here, I have a little weak aura icon that lets me know I have Power Word Shield, and I can cast fully a Mind Seer. Yep. What else? In terms of the runes, you're looking at Void Plague. Void Plague, Mind Seer, and Power Word Barrier. Power Word Barrier allows you to fully cast Mind Seer without being interrupted. So as long as you stay within the barrier, you can fully cast Mind Seer non-stop. Yep. So Martyrdom helps you with Mind Seer, Power Word Shield helps you with Mind Seer, Martyrdom. In Phase 2, we have access to Arena Grandmaster, which also gives you a shield bubble effect, and you can also cast Mind Seer.
I'm able to get this like, every now and then, kill that entire like first area in one pull, but like sometimes it's just scuffed. I gotta see what I'm doing wrong here. Get at least like 1 gold, send it to the priest tank with like some bags. And, like,
BIS professions are obviously engineering and tailoring. Engineering allows you to use target dummy. Target dummy is good if you lose aggro. You also have access to Big Bronze Bomb or Heavy Dynamite. Heavy Dynamite can be casted while moving. Big Bronze Bomb just deals more damage, but you can't move. So they're both situational. And tailoring is BIS because of the boots that provide you 1% hit. On top of also, you can use your void touched boots before you pull a mob, and that mob will not get its threat reduced. So there's a neat little trick with the boots where you activate it before the pull. So yeah, you pull the mob, you activate the boots, pull the mob, and you're receiving 30%, I believe, less damage. Just give me a sec here. I'm buying stuff on the auction house, so I have stuff to do while I'm talking. It is very awesome that tailoring is BIS for Priest Tank, because you can do the DE Shuffle, the Disenchant Shuffle. Or should I say, no, just, sorry, scratch that. You can create brown linen robes and gloves of meditation. You send it to a disenchant alt, and you can make a lot of gold even if you have the tailing profession. Nope, it is not, DJ. You can layer hop on a different layer, so you have multiple chances to get the STV chest. On top of that, if you're rich, you can just pay off people, which if you're at least playing World of Warcraft once a week, you will have enough gold to pay off people. On this server, I think I have in total, there you go. On this server, I have 200 gold. I've made this gold in about 6 days, a week. So in a week of playing WoW on this realm, passively, casually, I've made 200 gold. Yeah. In my experience, from Classic Era, it takes about 50 gold to pay off someone. You can either pay off someone, or you can pay someone to help you get the chest. So there are already... in your realm Discord, there should be a channel of people selling their services to help you get the chest. So even before Phase 2 officially starts, you can start gathering people to help you with chest.
My god, this is so fucking AIDS. Okay, but that's on me though, I didn't drop the living flame quick enough.
All layers are going to be hella crowded? Yes. You're forgetting one thing, DJ, as well. On top of everything that I've said, people sleep. There's this stupid thing that humans do called going to sleep. Take advantage of this. Take advantage of this notion. Trust me, I've studied this quite extensively, not just for the purpose of priest tanking, but shaman tanking as well. Around 3 a.m., 4 a.m., your time zone, population dwindles massively. There'll be so few people in STV to begin with, around 3 to 4 a.m. Just adjust your schedule a few times, and you'll get AGM in very fast. Oh, wait. Let's do this, do that. Oh, perhaps. You're bringing me to my next point, DJ, of having more than one character. If you consider yourself a good WoW player, you will have more than one character on more than one realm. So, not only can you layer hop, pay people, you can just go on another realm, on your other level 25. Yeah. I've already got 2 people signed up to help me with AGM. So basically, they will get the best PvP gear they can get their hands on and help me to get the chest. And in return, I pay them, I think it was 46 gold is what we settled on to both of them. Oh, and naturally, if you're in a good guild that cares about your tanking, or just cares to do well, they will help you get the trinket as well. Because the trinket is good on shaman tanks as well, and I want to say all class tanks, the trinket is good. In the second trinket slot, you will most likely have Mark of the Chosen from Marodon? No, it's DPS. So yeah, first trinket slot is Mark of the Chosen, because it provides you with 25 stamina, 25 agility, 25 intellect, spirit, and then in the second trinket slot you'll have AGM. Right now we're just looking for a group. Might take some time. Not everyone is open to the idea of priest-tanking. This is why we have the guild name priest-tank. This is why we constantly mention when we finish a dungeon run that people add us to their friends list. 9 times, sometimes there will be a small chance that someone writes in their friends list, "This guy's a priest tank, holy cow." And that's good for us. So yeah, that'll make it easier once we get to raid tanking. Someone might recognize our name, right? Some raid leader, "Oh shoot, I remember Caperfin, yeah, he tanked SFK on his priest. Really good priest tank. Yeah, we'll give him a try in BFD." Or whatever raid is at that point. Oh, okay, let's not join that group, because that's the group we just finished tanking for. Let's not do that. Nope, that's the same guy. Alright. What else? What else? What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Why? Why should you play a priest tank? Priest tank is the most challenging unofficial class tank in Season of Discovery. If you're looking for a challenge and to kind of distinguish yourself from other people on your realm, go priest tank. It'll make your heart pump. I literally cannot play priest tank without having coffee. It is very demanding. It makes you feel like tremendous. It very much makes it worth it paying the WoW sub if you play a priest tank. You get your money's worth. You will quite literally learn more about the game if you play priest tank. You'll learn about other classes, you'll learn about abilities, you'll learn about all the intricacies involving items, talents. It's very much a thinker class spec. Trust me, when we hit level phase 2, we'll have access to Oil of Immolation, and you guys will be flocking to Priest Tank in masses. You'll be flocking to Priest Tank looking for a challenge once phase 2 hits. It's going to be quite the content is going to be quite trivial for officially recognized class tanks. Oh, welcome to the stream, Star Ace. Your name seems very familiar, Star Ace. Star Ace. So for the new people in chat, I'm talking about priest tanking at the moment. We are on our priest tank. I posted in Twitch chat a priest tank guide for Season of Discovery. Feel free to give it a look over. If you have any comments or feedback, leave it under the guide in the comment section. Really appreciate it. There are social things you can do to improve your priest tank performance. So for example, if you play a warrior tank, you can subtly mention in party chat on your warrior tank that you also have a priest tank, and you know what's the name of that character, and if your party members ever want to see a priest tank to add you. Even when you don't play priest tank, you can improve your priest tank performance.
What are you looking for?
The job of a priest tank never ends. All right, we'll give this 5 more minutes. Yeah, we'll stay 5 more minutes. We'll switch real quick to the shaman tank. We'll still look for people for priest tanking just on our shaman tank. Yeah, supernova. Yeah, just to show, but just to give you an indication, an impression of how complex and exciting and intriguing priest tank can be. You literally have a set, a whole entire gear set for one ability. And that ability is Renew. So for those of you who do not know, Renew scales with your plus healing, and also it will snapshot your plus healing gear. So if you have plus healing gear, for example, Sage's Sash of Healing, if you have this equipped, cast Renew, and then unequip the sash, your Renew will still assume that your sash is equipped and will still be healing you for the same amount, even though you do not have the item equipped. Yeah. The reason why we want to do this is because Renew, every time it heals, gives us threat. So there, you quite literally press one button, which if you're looking on the screen right now in the center, I have a little button called Pre. This is short for Pre-Pull Snapshot. I click this button, then I cast Renew, and then I equip my normal gear, and we have a quote-unquote enhanced Renew ticking, not only helping us defensively by healing, but also offensively by giving us threat. There is literally no reason not to do this. It is 2 buttons, people. Get with the program. Yeah. So, pre-pull set, a lot of plus healing. Look at this. Plus 18, plus 7, plus 22, plus 24, 13, 13, 7. That's a lot. And that's just the, you know, this is just basic gear. I haven't done BFD yet. It'll just get better. So yeah, pre-pull set, Renew, normal gear, boom. The other reason you want to have a plus healing set is because Power Word Shield scales with your plus healing. So same notion as Renew. You have your pre-combat Renew set, cast Power Word Shield, and then go back to your normal gear. This bubble that you're seeing on screen right now is being enhanced by your previously equipped plus healing gear. Alright. Okay, yeah, okay, okay. So yeah, a whole entire set revolving around one ability. Obviously, bag space will be an issue, so it is quite recommended that you get the highest level bag slot to help you. Good bank management is advised. Sending your consumables to a character that is used for storage, very advised. Yeah, be organized about it. I have a whole entire character just dedicated to storing consumables. A whole entire character just dedicated to selling stuff on the auction house. Optimally, you just want to have soulbound stuff in your bags. Yeah. and have the appropriate amount of consumables. You do not need 40 stacks of Rumsy ROM. 10, 20 is usually enough. Yeah. Trust me, 2 weeks into priest tanking and you guys are going to be making your beds. The organizational effort of priest tank is going to transfer IRL. Caperfin, thanks to your guide and your priest tanking, I've successfully priest tanked. I got married, got a job, driver's license, running for president, all thanks to your priest tanking. It's a common thing people say to me. Alright. Oh! Let's see here. We have a good group here. We're going to message this guy. Maybe we can get in here. Convincing a healing priest to let you priest tank. Let's see how this goes. You would think a priest healer would know a lot about priest tanking because they literally play the same class, but not really. In my experience, it's usually warrior tanks and warrior, paladin, and druid tanks who are a bit more knowledgeable about the tanking potential of a priest and are more willing to let you priest tank. Priests in SoD usually just stick to healing because that's what they've been led to believe is possible, and they haven't explored at all the tanking potential. So, you know, they won't even cast Inner Fire. It's a higher chance of a warrior, paladin, and druid to know the tanking limits of a priest, their potential and whatnot. I wouldn't be surprised if 90% of the priest population doesn't know what target dummy does, because they've never had to use it. DJ, what happened to the Shaman Tank? Well, we just played Shaman Tank. We just played Shaman Tank 10 minutes ago, DJ. We'll actually be switching to the Shaman Tank fairly shortly here, but we'll still be looking for people for the Priest Tank group. Nine times out of 10, I'm able to squeeze in a Shaman Tank run while looking for people on my Priest Tank. That's like the optimal thing to do. But you are partially correct, DJ. The reason why I'm priest tanking a SoD is because shaman tanking is effortless. In Phase 2, it becomes even more effortless, if such a thing is possible. I will be welcoming you with opening arms in Phase 2 when it comes to priest tanking, as you completely abandon shaman tank. We're gonna safe log and switch to Shaman Tank. Yes. Let's. There we go. So yeah, what else can I say about priest tanking? Yeah, the funnest, most challenging spec to play in SoD. Makes you think. A thinker. a big brain thinker class spec. If you are not willing to go through the trouble of finding the best talents, the best add-ons, the best bags, the best organizational methods, right? If you absolutely put no effort into Priest Tank, you will fail. I do not suggest Priest Tank in that case. It's only for people who take the game seriously. If you just plan on dungeon tanking, yeah, sure, you can be a lazy Larry and still dungeon tank. But if you're ever looking to priest tank or tank a dungeon very early on within a phase, you have to take it more seriously. So yeah, right here on screen, I have a entire character just dedicated to storing consumables. He is aptly named Cons Priest for Consumable Priest. A whole entire character just for storing Shaman tank consumables. Cons Shaman helps a lot with storage management. What else? Yes, here's our priest tank. Excels at dungeon tanking. Here is our Alliance priest tank, slowly gearing up, only level 10. Preferably, you want to have as many priest tanks as possible, hence why I have 2 level 10s. I do have a level 25 priest tank by the name of Caperfin. Just a ding, level 25, I think 2 weeks ago, slowly gearing up. If you plan to raid tank, Dwarf is Biss. It is not even funny how much better dwarves are. It is practically suicidal to go Horde Priest raid tanking. Go Alliance, please. For the love of Uther, just go Alliance, Priest raid tanking. Whole entire character just for consumables. What were we doing? Oh yeah, here. And yes, I have more than one account. Before people say, oh, you only have level 3 25s? No, I have 8. It's only one account. Yeah.
I'm out of range.
Good. So you had to because you know you had lightning bolt weave and weapon speed post. You had to lightning bolt weave. Ah, yes, yes. In Wrath of the Lich King, as a good shaman tank, you would weave lightning bolts and chain lightnings. I think in between your melee hits, Blizzard messed up in Wrath of the Lich King and caused Maelstrom to allow Lava Burst weaving. Blizzard kind of dropped the ball in that regard, so Shaman tanks can Lava Burst weave. 9 times out of 10, it will be better to Lava Burst weave. As long as you have 1 stack of Maelstrom weapon, your Lava Burst will not interrupt your auto attack. Swing. Yes, Wrath of the Lich King Shaman tanking is tremendously more hardcore and try-hard than SoD. There's no doubt about that. In Cataclysm, it becomes easier. In Cata, random Joe Schmo can dungeon tank without knowing what is the best talents. Yeah. You pretty much just need a Rockbiter weapon imbue as a shaman tank in Cata, and you can blanket speedrun dungeons. It is indeed. Yeah, the tank rotation in SoD, one button. Yeah, pretty much. It in dungeons, you're spamming Stoneclaw Totem, Fire Nova, and Molten Blast. Nothing else. Right. When Fire Nova and Stoneclaw on cooldown, you just spam Molten Blast, tab target. That's it. You guys don't see this, but I'm checking email while shaman tanking.
Be quick about your business. Embrace the shadows.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions about my UI, my add-ons, feel free to let me know. I like to think that I have the optimal user interface. Obviously, if your user interface leads you to doing really well, then it is personally good for you, but I think this is the optimal UI for a shaman tank. It's pretty much the consolidation of like 4 years of UI tinkering leads to this. And I think personally that it will lead you to the best outcomes to have this UI. But if your UI leads you to play the game more, obviously that will be better. That's Oh yeah, feel free to come back anytime, DJ. Let's see if we can squeeze into an RFC that is asking for DPS, because we are level 25. Sometimes people will let us tank even if they're looking for DPS. There you go. Exactly. Exactly. All right. If we do find people looking for a tank, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna add them to a friends list, and when we switch to the priest tank, we'll just whisper them. But I think we'll be able to squeeze in this RFC. In between looking for people. yeah, I can't wait to see what Phase 2 holds for us. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, in a very, very optimal situation, if you do play a Alliance Dwarf Priest tank, you get yourself a relatively complementary raid composition. It will be better to put points in Holy. Just because of the existence of Paladins, Holy raid priest tanking is a thing on Alliance. Yep. And of course I talk about this in my priest guide? Or, yeah, I believe I do. Yeah, once you start to get better gear, so you get your extra planar void touch glove or something, it starts to become better to put points in Holy spec. Healing focus. Healing focus allows you to cast penance without being interrupted. Then you put points in Divine Fury. This allows you to sneak in smite casts in between melee boss swings, and depending on how good you are, it is also possible to get martyrdom. If you're absolutely pro, you can put 0 points in discipline and go into shadow, or put 1 point in holy. It is all up to you and your knowledge, practice, situational. But for the moment, for basic starter priest rate, for basic starter priest tank gear, you're looking at points in shadow, 5 points in block out, 5 points in shadow focus, and then martyrdom. So yeah, this is the spec you'll be rolling for quite a while as you gear up. In Phase 2, you go Deep Shadow, because it allows you to get Shadow Form. Yeah, just put points anywhere, just for now. Yeah, there you go. Level 40, Shadow Form. Priest Tank, Phase 2, Skyrockets with Shadow Form. Oil of Immolation, Arena Grandmaster, Mark of the Chosen. What else? Yeah, plenty of other stuff. I still have to test, well, when I have the chance, if Vampiric Embrace causes threat. I do not know if the healing causes threat. In Classic Era it doesn't, but that might change in SoD. If it does deal threat, then obviously put points in Improve Vampiric Embrace, but for now it's question mark. Question mark, yeah, points here.
My mana is low.
Oh yeah, Mind Flay got recently buffed. For like 3 weeks, it was not optimal to go Mind Flay as a priest tank. Now it is. There is a situation where you go Mind Flay in Phase 1. Previously there wasn't. They improved a priest rune to make Mind Flay better. Oh. People don't realize this, but Mind Flay, when the debuff appears on the target, that actual debuff deals threat. So not just the damage from Mind Flay, but the actual debuff. So you can, if you wanted to, just for the purpose of testing, you can spam Mind Flay. So start cast Mind Flay, stop cast Mind Flay, and you'll see your threat go up. Obviously, this is not mana efficient, but yeah. This is, yeah. With that Ruin buff, it is now very optimal in a certain situation to go Mind Flay. Oh yeah, Psychic Scream deals threat. Actual debuff when it shows up on targets. There are very niche situations where Psychic Scream is good. All right, everyone's here. Let's go. Come on. There we go. So the reason I'm spamming Healing Stream Totem is that sometimes it can get a tick off from the healing effect of the totem, and I have infinite mana, so there's really no reason not to cast Healing Stream Totem when you're just running like this. It is very hard to tell who's the healer in SoD, just in general. Usually you need visual reminders to let you know who's the healer, so I just saw Penance go off. That tells me that's the priest is the healer. Therefore I just need to look at the priest's mana and I can keep pulling. Do not ask me why the warrior is thunderclapping. I do not know. Or I guess it... yeah. Right now I'm just trying to deplete my mana, just so the fight goes a bit faster. You have too much mana when shaman tanking many mobs. You have to use it up. Optimally, you want to end the fight with 0% mana, but that's quite hard when you pull a lot. I'm gonna wait a few seconds here for the priest to drink, and there we go. Let's do this. They attack the totem, healing stream, attack, turn, molten blast, keep going, and there should be enough. Okay, I need to use up my mana. It's taking too long. Come on. Come on, 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 come on. Let's go. Us shaman tanks in SoD are in a privileged situation where we don't need to carefully look at our mana each time. So if you're wondering if a spell is actually cast, just cast it. There's no reason to not to. Like, you'll see me cast Healing Stream Totem multiple times in a fight, even though it's already casted. It's just better to recast it and be sure that you cast it than to wonder. You don't need a whole entire add-on telling you if an ability already has been used. Just cast it. Infinite mana, why not? Oh, we're doing pretty good. 4 minutes. My fastest RFC was 7 minutes. Involved 3 hunters, a priest, and me. Come on, hit. I don't know why they're attacking those mobs. Come on, people, keep up. Keep up. This should be enough. They're immune. Here I'm going to cast a Stoneclaw Totem on the off chance that I accidentally pull something passing by. There you go. Well, Priest has almost full mana. Let's keep going. A healing stream for a quick tick heal. We're going to pull that. And I think that's the most this healer can deal with. Constantly making sure to tap target to make sure my threat is split. A Fire Nova Totem on the off chance that it deals enough damage to pull aggro and tank a few hits for me. Okay, we're gonna wait here for the priest to get some mana. We're gonna do elite try hard pull here to spice things up. We're gonna use lightning shield. Take that, take that, take that, take that. Come on. And then we're gonna try to do the jump strat. Oh, nice. I think it was successful. Let's make sure we don't get kicked into the lava. That would be not good. Stoneclaw, because I can't be bothered to see who I have aggro on. Oh, just a quick mana, quick mana, go. Oh, I don't have Stoneclaw. Ugh. Okay, gonna cast nothing so I get some mana. Go. Alright, let's see if we get an interrupt. Will we manage to interrupt? Ah, no we didn't. Oh wow, this priest has full mana. So yeah, this is a shining example of why priest healers are the dominant healing class. It only becomes more apparent as you get higher level. We'll put a stone claw here. Cannot remember if this guy is a melee. He is, okay. Nope. For these type of mass pulls, it is best to go stam strength. So for example, robust leggings of the bear provides you with stamina and strength. Strength improves your attack power, which improves your molten blast, which improves your AoE threat. AoE threat being the component you want to solidify the most. Stamina, good to mitigate physical damage as well as magical damage. You do not want to get too much stamina because it causes too large of a health pool. Most healers will feel it necessary to completely heal you to 100%. If they do that, they'll have low mana. So it is you don't want to get too much stamina. You want to get kind of a hybrid of half stam, half strength. Otherwise, yeah, they will feel compelled to heal you, even though you do not need 100% HP at all times. It's oh, we got it. We got it in time. Yeah. Oh, we don't have the most mana, so we're gonna do this. All right. Oh, what was that? 14 minutes? Eh, not bad. Obviously, it can be quicker. I could have done stuff a lot better. On the best case scenario, you can get it down to 8 minutes. If you properly well, you know, you start casting lightning shield, stuff like that. Yeah, there's certain ledge strats you can do. Making sure you're always using your mana. And the group comp sometimes plays a part in it. Hunters are very good at AoE DPS through explosive shot. Okay, let's message this person.
Beware, our enemy is abound. This had better be good.
No, this is the guy we just... No, okay, not that group.
Speak quickly.
There we go.
Our time will come. Watch your back.
I'm out of range.
No, that's the guy. Oh, it's the same guy from another group. Alright, never mind. Alright. Mhm.
Still recharging.
Oh yeah, the shaman tanks have less sets. Yeah, shaman tanks have considerably less sets than priest tanks. MP5, SAE, Stam Hype DPS. Yeah.
I need a target.
I do not think we'll need 2 AoE sets. One mitigation, 1 threat until level 60. I don't see that happening. Okay. Oh, I see.
To target something first. I'm out of range.
What's the pro move to see weakers with another add-on enabled? What is it? I can't remember. This? No. Ugh. Oh yeah, I still need, I need trade enabled. Oh, yeah. I actually might not be able to give people gold anymore.
That's still recharging.
Oh no, that's on the other realm. Oh shit, that's true. Yeah, I can afford to give people gold. It is, Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Oh, did I? Yeah, no. All right, why is this not working? Okay. It works? Good. I see. I see. Okay, everyone's here. Let's do that, do this, that. Okay.
I am forsaken. Trust no one.
Trank, what's up, Trank? It's so relaxing watching you stream. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Trank. Yeah. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. There we go. Do this, do that. Oh yeah, oh man, I need to get used to the... I need to use that macro. I need a macro that basically just says, please drink when you have the chance. I pull fast. I can't believe I have to say that.
I've had to say that, well, rather I noticed that's an issue with people where I have to, like, I mean, I haven't, but it's like I look at the healer's mana, I'm like, I'm kind of just not pulling until you fucking mana up. Like, I'm not gonna pull with you at like 10% mana, my guy. Fucking, fix your shit.
What would you ask again? What now?
Oh, I meant to do that.
What is it? Embrace the shadow.
This will be enough.
Trust no one. What now?
I haven't got all day. Dark Lady, watch over you. I'm listening.
Oh, I guess I can have a disenchant button here. Nope, that's not the macro. Ah. Oh yeah, it is weird seeing Iron Spike finally being used. Duh, never thought I'd see the day where Iron Spike is legit being used. No longer is Stamina Enchant Bis on Shield. I guess that's kind of because the professions are capped. If I remember correctly, originally we had access to +6 or 9 stamina shield enchant. Yeah, since the alternative to the spike enchant is like 1 stamina? Is it 1 stamina? Or 3? It's really low. It, yeah, single-handedly makes Spike the Bis enchant for shield. Oh, I guess even at level 60, once we have access to Force Reactive Disc, Spike is going to be still Bis. Right? For like mass dungeon pulls, I do believe Spike and Force Reactive Disc. Did Blizzard add any defense gear in BFD? I don't think so. I wonder if our block chance increases in later phases more than in Classic Era. I guess technically we will be able to have more defense gear because we have access to Way of Earth. Previously in Classic Era, we did not go too much into defense until Nax gear. It's only with Nax gear where plus defense was legitimized. But it's different in SoD. The reason you would not go defense in Classic Era is because stamina was necessary to give you the health pool to survive critical strikes? Yeah, critical strikes. But that's no longer necessary, so... Yeah, we legit might see mass plus defense gear sets being bis for big AoE dungeon pulls. Just so you can proc first reactive disc more. Yes. Yes? Yes. Maybe? No. Yes? Yes. Yeah. Ah, shaman tank boosting. It's gonna be, man, shaman tank boosting is gonna skyrocket in phase 2. You can already somewhat self-boost. Right now, if you go... Where is it? If you go Eye of the Storm... Yeah, Eye of the Storm. You can solo boost. Obviously, the pulls will not be that big. But if you can get yourself a healer, just one healer, split the cash, split the gold, it can go quite fast. Solo, obviously, longer. Phase 2 with Arena Grandmaster. Oof, oh boy, sweating. That's gonna be really cool. Yeah, more talent points, so as soon as you get Eye of the Storm, you can put points elsewhere. You'll have access to electromagnetic Gigaflux Reactivator from Nomer, so this head for boosting. Alright. What were we doing? That. One thing that I'm wondering is if Blizz is going to address the ledge hops in Nomergon. There are some pretty game-breaking ledge hops in Nomer. Like, a lot. A lot. There's like a dozen ledge hops that are commonly known, and there's another dozen that only a few people know. Where is everyone? Team. Okay. I'm pretty sure the limitations are still in place from Season of Mastery in terms of pulling. Or wait, is it? Is it pulling or EX? No, it's... No, isn't that in... Oh, wait, no, never mind. That might be in Wrath in TBC. Where if you pull more than 5 mobs, they're immune to movement impairing effects. I believe that's only a TBC and beyond thing. I don't think they retroactively added it to SoD. Oh. I know for a fact that they addressed the Maradon jump. That one, like, yeah. the Maradon boosting significantly reduced in SoD. Obviously, everyone and their mother knows about the Maradon boosting. So instead of 1 pulling Mara, maybe it will be 2, 3 max. Ooh, and the SM boosting. Oh man, the SM boosting. So SM has majority humanoid mobs, which have a high chance to drop linen cloth. And just, yeah, all types of cloth. Which is crazy for DE shuffling. And I believe also don't greens have a higher chance to drop from the mobs in SM? SM is weirdly loot drop increased significantly. I don't know why. Like the stuff you can vendor in terms of gray and white items from SMs are like massively higher than any other dungeon. Like you can just legit vendor trash from SM and it's a profit. As in, you know, it pays for your repair bill on top of also being a, yeah. And there's the small radiant shards from disenchanting items in, I want to say Armory and Cath. So this is the reason why why mages and paladin tanks used to do SM, Cath, and Armory back in the day, is because you can disenchant all blues into small radiant shards, which sell for a lot on the auction house. And they will also sell a lot in SoD. Right now you can already prep for DE shuffling small radiant shards by accumulating mage cloth. Yeah, bolt of mage weave. No, just yeah, bolt of mage weave cloth, which makes white band. Is it white bandit mask? Yeah, I believe it's white bandit mask, and then you disenchant that. I think it's white bandit mask. That they well, we know for a fact they didn't address the SM fountain ledge hop. You can still do that, where you jump in the fountain in Cath. Is it Cath? Yeah, it's Cath, and then the mobs run around. It's just at the moment in phase 1, you know, you have low hit, but once phase 2 comes out, yeah, you can ledge fountain hit hop. Let's go. Oh, that was a good jump. You guys happy? You guys proud? That was a good jump. Molten jump. Yeah, that was not so good. Now we'll wait for people to catch up. So yeah, the SM vendor trash farming is going to be big, but I still don't think it beats out just simple DE shuffling in Thunderbluff. I still don't think it beats it. I'm just running the math in my head, just napkin math, right? That's all I can do right now since we don't have access to Phase 2. And it just seems DE shuffling is still BIS for gold, for just passive gold. Passive, relaxing, email checking gold per hour is DE shuffling. As easy as SM farming is in Phase 2, it still requires, you know, some, you know, paying attention to, making sure you have full mana. It pales in comparison to the relaxation of just being in a capital and pressing 2 buttons and watching Netflix. Like, who's the healer? I think I saw Penance, so that's the priest. All right. Just one more heal. Okay. Now we good. Yeah, so with DE shuffling in Phase 2, it looks like looks like that's the route, boys. And also transmutes. Assuming we can get transmute in Phase 2, right? You'll have maybe 2 or 3 level 40s doing transmutes, and then one character doing DE shuffling. The thing about DE shuffling is that you don't have to be high level. I think in Phase 2 you just need to be... is it 30? I think you have to be level 30 in Phase 2 in order to disenchant all the stuff from tailoring. So yeah, you need to be high enough level to get the profession skill to disenchant the shuffle. Alright, let's go. Yep. Oh yeah, homunculi. Oh my god, boys. I can't believe we live in a world where warriors no longer need to thunderclap or demo shout. You just need one priest in the raid with homunculi. Stedzi. I think they also sunder armor, right? The homunculi? Or, no, wait, no, they...
That's what they do, basically sunder armor.
Which one is it? It's either Sunder or Demo Shout. I keep mixing the two up. I can do this. I can do this. I cannot. I'm mixing the two up constantly. We will still be screaming at rogues to put expose armor, because expose armor is higher than the expose armor from homunculi. If, you know, if it comes to that point. I highly doubt we need to scream about anything. Except when we're priest tanking. We're screaming a lot when we're priest tanking. I didn't get him. I know, I didn't get him. What are the, is it, yes, the leg runes, right, for priest? It's either, the two options are either powered barrier or homunculi. Yeah. So yeah, you just need one priest in the whole entire raid to have homunculi, and every other priest can just go whatever they want. They have the ability to go whatever they want. Oh, he needs mana. There we go. Oh yeah, man, there's so much stuff to talk about. Horde potentially getting Blessing of Salvation? What? That is, I was already shocked that Blessing of Kings is on Horde now through Hunters. Gimme, that's good. Blessing of Salvation coming to a Horde race near you. No longer need a shaman in your party for Tranquil. You can just have Blessing. Jump Blast? Ah, no, that's not good. That screenshot. Flying snipe. Oh, do I not have a... Am I missing a macro here? I noticed I was not auto-attacking for a second there. What's happening here? Blast. No, I have everything on start attack. It must have been just a delay. Okay. Yeah, I think it was just animation. Lucky interrupt. Oh, so close. We didn't get it. Started off with a melee instead of Shadow Bolt. Second try. Ah! Yeah, I don't believe any of these mobs drop linen cloth, right? It's only in DM where linen cloth starts to drop. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say linen cloth doesn't drop here. My mistake. Is this maybe a bit too much? Okay, I have to use up my mana. One thing, I did pretty well on that pull. It was just maybe a bit too much for this healer. One thing I have to keep doing is move closer to this ledge, so just in case if it's too big of a pull, I just back up. Yeah, something I need to keep practicing. Moving closer to that ledge. Alright, let's see. Nah. I missed it. I missed it. Do this, do that. Yeah, 17 minutes. Yeah, it was not the best group comp. It is crazy how much Hunter DPS expedites a dungeon. Can legit, I want to say one Hunter reduces the clear time by 1 minute, maybe 2, 3. Like you can see that video on my YouTube channel. 3 Hunters, 8-minute RFC, absolute bonkers. I mean, keep in mind, I was playing out of my mind as well. I was, I went full out for that. Ended every fight with 0% mana. Good ledge hops, everything. But yeah, still Hunters, so good. That's it's a bit of a weird situation where Hunters are. They deal a lot of damage, so the fact that they are ranged in terms of their threat is completely nullified. So as a ranged class spec, you have to deal 30% more threat in order to steal aggro. So previously, in other expansions, you would usually go Hunter because it takes more damage from them to pull aggro. But here in SoD, they deal so much damage that 30% threat is it ends up being 0. Like, they may as well be in melee. Quite an interesting scenario. That goes here, that goes there. Oh, I actually know this fella. Is this the same palm as, yeah, I might know this guy. And obviously, like, this is only in Phase 1. In Phase 2, hunters get access to Feign Death, alright? So, they deal a lot of damage, deal a lot of threat, but, you know, they can reset threat by just casting Feign Death. But for the moment, their pseudo-threat reduction is completely nullified by the fact they deal so much damage. It'll be, it'll be interesting to see how they add Blessing of Salvation on the Horde. In terms of, speed running, you no longer need a shaman in the group to place down Tranquil Air Totem. So that'll a bit equalize the discrepancy between Alliance and Horde. What else? Horde have access to Blessing of Kings now. What else? Yeah. But yeah, that will be good for all class tanks on Horde. Not only do hunters get Feign Death in Phase 2, but also Blessing of Salvation. Target Blessing of Salvation, not Aura. I don't think. No, I don't think Blessing of Salvation will be an Aura totem like aspect of the lion. Why is it not? Okay. Oh, you can't create stuff in Ghost Wolf? Oh, okay. Oh, you can disenchant in Ghost Wolf, but not create crafts. Okay. Oh yeah, heavy indication that hunters are getting misdirection in SoD. Don't know if you guys know that. There's some like hints hunters are getting misdirection, which will help every class tank's threat. We already got spoiled. Spoiler? A spoiler that warriors get intervene in SoD later on in a later phase,
they already get
which is
intervene
good
at
for
level
people.
30 with Berserker's Dance.
Okay. All right. Oh, we got a Discord message here. Let's see. Hey Cooperfin, what's the best race for shaman tank in Disco? Discovery, I'm saying. Yeah, the best shaman tank race is Orc orc all the way. Yeah, their single target threat simply skyrockets if you either go temporary or permanent dual wield. If on top of this you go dual wield specialization and have really good axes, you're looking at the highest threat per second producible by any class tank. It's quite ridiculous how high threat per second is for Shaman Tank. They also excel at AoE threat, since Blood Fury increases the damage of Molten Blast. And since AoE tends to be done on trash mobs, chances are trash mobs don't hit for much, so Blood Fury's healing reduction isn't that defensively detrimental. Troll and Tauren pale in comparison at the moment. Troll only will start to somewhat shine once fights get much shorter. And they also particularly excel on beast bosses. In terms of survival, it's not an issue in Black Fathom Deeps or any dungeons, so Tauren are completely thrown to the side. There are other benefits of playing a Tauren, but just in terms of pure stats, no. They might see a rise once BFD goes on speedrun farm, where you mass pull. That extra HP from endurance can help you pull more mobs and then reduce the time it takes to do raid, but it's very marginal, very small. Regardless of your race, you should pay attention for safe opportunities to go dual wield, right? Regardless of being Tauren, Troll, right? Look for good moments to go dual wield. If you notice you have the majority of heal over time effects on you, rejuvenation, regrowth, renew, right? That's a really good moment to go dual wield. Yeah, that's what will separate a good Shaman Tank from a God Shaman Tank, is when to go dual wield. Yeah. Tauren might become slightly better once level 60 raids are introduced, but yeah, for the moment, nah. There are other aspects that Tauren bring to the table, just none that are significant in terms of defeating a boss. Yeah. Yeah, because Taurens are good for, yeah, trash, AoE, yeah, stun.
Speak quickly. Beware. Our enemy is about.
Okay.
I'm listening. Our time will come.
Oh, okay, we got another. Let's see here. Is there a Shaman Tank Discord? Yes, there is a Shaman Tank Discord now that Shaman Tanks are officially recognized in Season of Discovery. I will link it right now. Feel free to join it. I and plenty of other Shaman Tanks are in there, figuring stuff out. There's even a threat sim spreadsheet in there. Basically everything you can imagine. BIS, gear sets, boss strats. I personally am having epiphanies on a daily basis from the discussions in there. If you want to be the best Shaman Tank in the game, I highly suggest joining it. all game-breaking discoveries come from there. It is the place to be for a shaman tank. It is very obvious to see who knows about the Discord and who doesn't based on their performance. Like you can watch a YouTube video of someone shaman tanking, and you can literally tell by how they play if they know about the Discord.
I mean, you can know all the other
Because
shit
it is quite
without being
apparent.
in the Discord. That info gets out. Where the fuck am I? Is one
Based on how they play.
Okay, we already did that.
Because it's hard to ignore what's being said in the Shaman Tank Discord in terms of all the game-breaking stuff being said in there. Like, yeah. Oh, is everyone here? Let's go.
I am forsaken.
Oh, we have a... Oh, wow, you can send messages on... Oh, yeah, okay. We have a Twitter message here. I heard you're releasing a Shaman Tank Weak Aura. Yes, it's already released. But yeah, basically I made a customized Weak Aura that displays personal items you can consume that give you buff that are relevant to shaman tanking. If you have a certain tank buff, it will be highlighted. If not, it will be grayed out, letting you know that you're missing it.
Tell me when. I've been using that for
Also, it shows if someone in your group can cast a buff on you that you're currently missing. So for example, if you don't have Mark of the Wild and all of a sudden a druid joins the group, it will now show a grayed out Mark of the Wild, and once the druid finally casts Mark of the Wild on you, it will be highlighted, illuminated. Definitely install it. Classes that can buff are getting away with being very lazy in Seizing or Discovery. This will help you to track who is being lazy, including yourself. You could also be being lazy. Let me just find it. Oh, well, you can already see it on screen right now. My Weak Aura. Caperfin's Pro Shaman Tank Weak Aura. It's on the bottom left corner where my mouse is circling right now. So right now I have Rockbiter Weapon active. It shows it as illuminated, and everything that's grayed out is the stuff that I'm missing that I could be using. But you know, this is just RFC. It's but you get the idea. So I could be using Rumsy Rum, Food Buff, Elixir of Fortitude, Defense Potion, Troll Potion, Magic Resistance, Fire Power, Lightning Shield, Boggling Root for you try-hard people out there that go dual-wield DPS gear. Boggling Root, very good. Scroll of Agility? Yeah, Scroll of Agility, Strength. This is Razorhide, Boon, Blessing, Rallying Cry. Here I have a little placeholder. Yeah, okay. And the Dark Moon Fair buff. I don't know who's the healer. I'm guessing it's the one of these shamans. And below my personal buffs, I have buffs that the group can provide me. Since this group has no buffs to provide me, it shows absolutely nothing. But you don't necessarily need to ask for buffs in a dungeon. It's kind of irrelevant how easy. dungeons are. But if you're raid tanking, yeah, install my weak aura. Do it! Legit go from a 70 parse to a 99 parse using my weak aura. I'm not kidding. It's a, yeah.
Meanwhile, I don't see any 99 parses from Caperthin. I don't know. I looked up El Caperthin, or if that's his main or not, but I don't see shit. When I look him up, I don't see a Caperthin as well, so.
So yeah, if we had a priest healer here, they would be full mana, and we could keep pulling. But, you know, Resto Shamans unfortunately don't have the best mana to healing conversion rate. You know, they don't have access to Spirit Tap, which provides you good MP5. The Resto Shaman talents are quite lackluster at this level. Yeah, talents and runes as well, right? Resto Shamans just basically get flat out healing, nothing in terms of DM introduction. They get Earth Shield, but yeah, that's just flat healing. A rune that would increase the bounces of Chain Heal. There you go. I fixed Resto Shaman. Phase 2, Chain Heal, plus a rune that increases bounce by 1. Yep. Because Prayer of Mending does jump, but it has a cooldown. Chain Heal doesn't, so you can just spam it. Shadow Bolt Volley. Do you Warlocks not have enough? I'll say. Shadow Bolt Volley does apply improved Shadow Bolt, right? I wouldn't see why not. Yeah. Ooh, that is gonna be good. Ooh, that's gonna be good. For Mind Seer on the Priest tank. Oh, I did not start the timer. That is my bad. Alright, let's see if we can get the interrupt off. It's a nay on that.
I'm out of range. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. It's too far away. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Ooh, I got it. I got it. I got the interrupt. Ooh, I might need to ledge jump. I think we're good. We're good. Oh, I tell you, 70% of the DPS is the hunter.
Hello. Dog lady, watch. I'm out of range.
Oh my god, that's true. I just realized you can only have one elemental shield at a time. So even Earth Shield, as good as it could potentially be, you would want you would want Lightning Shield. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's only perhaps until level 60. Yeah, only at 60 where Earth Shield starts to become relevant for a tanking shaman. Just because of stuff hits harder at level 60. Until 60, it is Lightning Shield all the way. Or Water Shield, but yeah, or I mean, Water Shield is very niche. 9 times out of 10 you're looking at Molten Blast for the AoE threat. Alright, we got a question here. How is Phase 2 best in slot Shaman Tank gear looking? If things don't change, expensive. If you're doing everything optimal, you'll have a massive list of LFG macros for certain quests. You're going to need to have gold to buy DPS and healers to help you with difficult quests. A lot of our Shaman Tank Bis gear is flat out BOE gear, if I remember, which will likely be on the auction house, so that can kind of be somewhat of a remedy. But yeah, you're going to need gold to pay mages, depending on if ZF becomes a raid or not. But yeah, you'll need mage for Uldaman. Is it Uldaman? Or yeah, Nomergon. A bunch of dungeons. Our best in slot shaman tank here drops. You'll tag along with mage gold farmers, and once your item drops, you pay the mage and then you get the gear. The tailoring boots and leatherworking gloves that we have access to right now in Phase 1 might still be BIS in Phase 2. The tailoring boots reduce damage by a significant amount, and the gloves increase threat by a significant amount. On top, also they provide hit, I believe, yeah. Green Tower is available in Phase 2, which will likely be the most expensive item in the whole entire auction house. Green Tower is an epic shield that applies a thorn effect on you, has a lot of stamina, nature resistance, armor, you know, a lot of stuff. You for sure will see it. Yeah, it's one of the best in slot tank items, and it can drop from non-elite mobs. I believe it can drop from the pirates near Booty Bay. That's one of the iconic places it can drop from. The Crusader enchant might be more expensive than Green Tower. Yeah, there are some pretty neat tricks you can do to farm the mobs that drop the Crusader enchant. But I suspect Blizz will pay attention to bots that are near the Spellbinder mage mobs. Yeah. But like I said, that's assuming nothing changes, so if we don't get our BIS from Nomergon, then it's gonna be expensive. Or at the very least until you get gear to do Nomer, or an easier Nomer run is to get BOE shaman tank BIS. Like, I think the best in slot defensive ring, stamina ring, is Underworld Band, which is 10 stamina? Or 10 or 15 stamina from a BOE epic ring. And stacks, you can get 2 rings, 2 Underworld Bands. Yeah, 2 Underworld Bands, Green Tower, those are BOE. Revlosh, the Revlosh gloves from Ulda. Massive amount of stamina. Yeah. Trying to remember what else is there. Oh yeah, there's that quest in Sunken Temple. I don't know if we'll be able to do Sunken Temple. I want to say it's Life Force Dagger. There is a weapon, one-handed weapon, that provides 11 stamina from a really long chain quest involving Sunken Temple.
That is called Life Force Dirk.
Yeah, and it's flat out 11 stamina. But yeah, Life Force Essence is something.
Enough to remember it.
Oh yeah, oh man, I remember doing the math on this. That weapon, that one-handed weapon with 11 stamina, provides so much stamina. I highly doubt something from Nomer is going to provide more than that. Just based on what has dropped from BFD, it's usually like 3 to 4 more stamina. The difference between classic era gear and BFD SoD gear. In that weapon in Phase 2 is like 8 stamina difference. You would need something from Nomer to give you like 9 stamina. It's yeah. Yeah, it's quite significant. So right now, I believe the most stamina you can get from a weapon is 5 or 6 stamina right? I think it's the honed stiletto of stamina, the dagger. I think it's 6 stamina. Yeah. And then in phase 2, you get that blue weapon, which is like 11 stamina, which is a massive, massive stamina difference. Highly doubt no more is going to drop better gear than that. So yeah, there's 2 BOE epic rings in phase 2 that give you a lot of stamina. There's Green Tower. Those are the significant ones. Maybe the Crusader enchant, who knows? There will be a few crazy people who will attempt the Spellbinder farm for the Crusader enchant. Just because of where the Spellbinders are, you can jump on a certain ledge and the Spellbinders will go in a circle and you can just kite. But I think Blizzard will put systems in place to detect if people bought that area. I mean, we could legit start the farm the Crusader enchant right now, but you know, we would get the mob to like 98% HP and then we would have 0 mana. But just to give you the idea that it is possible to kite them, just not in phase 1. In phase 2, yeah, it increased, yeah. Yeah, Crusader enchant, definitely top highest auction house item, if not second, Green Tower being first. Yeah, Green Tower also provides nature resistance, like 50? Is it 50 nature resistance? That'll completely nullify any nature boss that Blizzard decides to add. It's either 50 or 25. And it stacks with Mark of the Wild and other resistance related buffs. Ooh, let's do this, do that. Alright, we'll do one more RFC here and we'll call it for the day. This here. Thanks. Yeah, if you want to get Green Tower in Phase 2, start saving gold right now. Join as many GDKPs as you can. Yeah, join as many level as many characters to level 25. Join GDKPs. Do whatever profession makes gold that you like doing, and just start right now, because it might even be too late Yeah, if you start now saving gold, I don't think you'll have enough gold for Green Tower. On Classic Era, it's upwards of 500 gold to get Green Tower, and that's with
Nah, it
level
was
60s
like
farming.
fucking 30, 40, 50, 60 gold. Or maybe I'm thinking of hardcore, but still, I didn't pay that much each time I've gotten Green Tower on like 4 or 5 shaman tanks that I've like leveled to 60.
Yeah. Oh, an Underworld band will also be a lot. But no, yeah.
I'm out of range. That's still recharging.
Oh, before any of you in chat say there might be a Gnomer shield that is better than Green Tower, it's also important to remember that Green Tower is an epic. There is the perception value of having an epic that might get you into raids.
No, there isn't. It's literally SoD where every goddamn shaman tank is like.
A lot of people
just
who don't know much
bis.
about tanking
They'll take
will
you
just see an
regardless
epic
of your
shield when
gear.
they inspect you and just assume that
No,
it's
this
bis.
is like old school like
There might
information.
legit be a blue shield that is better.
Nope.
But it's just the fact that it's epic
Nope.
puts it in this kind of
Sure,
state
it could do something,
wow,
but
it's
no.
the
like,
best shield.
They're like, oh,
It
it's a
must be
shaman
the
tank. Let's
best
take them.
tank.
They're not gonna fucking
So,
gear
yeah.
inspect you right before getting in the dungeon. Like that
the
does
status
not
symbol of
happen.
having a green tower.
No. I'm gonna take a piss over here. I think this is safe enough. Where does this go to? What the hell? There's like a trail there. Anyways, right back. Grabbing a beer and taking a piss.
Yeah, if you guys have any questions about shaman tanking, feel free to let me know. I'll post in Twitch chat my SoD shaman tank guide. There we go. I posted my guide in Twitch chat. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Comment is always appreciated in the comment section of the guide. Yes. Oh yeah, we have a... What level is this mage? Oh yeah, that's true. Mages can solo boost RFC. I saw the video. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. That mage boosting video, that one pull RFC. But, you know, you need... What do you have to be on in order to do a solo RFC one pull? That is like... You need some substance to do that. That is crazy difficult. I don't think 1 gold is enough. I honestly, the mage should be given like 25 gold for each RFC run, because that... You'll get exhausted in two 2 runs of RFC, you're no energy to do anything else. Yeah, I remember that guy's video. I think he had, like, you needed world buffs and consumables, bis gear. That was, like, full out. Yep. Alright, let's see if we can join this.
I'm out of range. I can't cast that yet.
Alright. I think we'll get coffee. Now. Yeah, alright, be right back.
It's too far away. I can't cast that yet. Not ready yet. It's still recharging. I need to get closer. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. It's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. It's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. It's still recharging. I don't have a target. It's too far away. I can't cast that yet. It's still recharging. I need to get closer. I can't cast
Alright, I'm back. Let's see here. Is everyone, where's everyone? Barons. Okay, Undercity. Got some time. Fantastic. Oh, welcome to the stream, Daniel. We're just shaman tanking right now.
I'm out of range.
Just waiting for people. I got some coffee.
It's still recharging.
Doing some DE shuffling while we wait.
Far away. That spell isn't ready yet. I'm out of range. It's still recharging. It's still
So yeah, as I was saying, all of the gold we're making right now solely will be going to buy Green Tower in Phase 2. All of my gold will be going towards buying that item. It will most likely be Bis in Phase 2. I highly doubt something from Nomragon is going to beat out the stamina and armor provided by Green Tower. And like I said, you know, it has the perception status of being an epic item, which, if I know anything about people, it might get you into a raid. Some misinformed people might invite you just by seeing an epic item, even if there's a blue shield that is better. What dungeon are you doing? We are doing RFC. Boosting these guys here.
What would you ask of death? Beware the living.
Alright, we got looks like we got a few people who joined chat. For the new people that are in Twitch chat, I recently released a Shaman Tank Season of Discovery guide. I'll post it in Twitch chat right now. Feel free to give it a look over. If you have any feedback or comments, please let me know. You just go in the comment section, write in great guide, smiley face. I appreciate that. And we'll be incorporating a lot of things from the guide in our RFC run today.
What is it?
So yeah, a lot of stuff I will be doing in a few minutes can be traced back to stuff in the guide. Yes, shaman tanks are factually, in terms of threat at the very least, better than warrior tanks. Simply because of dual wield. That's the only reason. Shaman tanks can dual wield right now. Warriors cannot. They depend on a shield for their defensive capabilities, while we, as shaman tanks, just have to make sure we have Way of Earth, and that's it. Just make sure you have one rune on one item, boom, you can tank. As opposed to warriors who have to have a shield. They, yeah. It's only once warriors have access to more talents as well as recklessness, that's when their threat will be significantly increased. I don't think it will be shaman. It might be shaman tank. That there is a possibility at the very least. Recklessness is a massive amount of damage and therefore threat. A burst threat, I should say. And as fights get shorter and shorter, recklessness on a warrior becomes better and better.
Do not seek death.
But I believe recklessness is still a ways ahead. I want to say it's... Is it phase 3 is recklessness? Or is it... Yeah, single hand. Practicing. I don't think. Dedicated to storing consumables a whole entire character just dedicated to selling stuff on the auction house. Optimally, you just want to have soulbound stuff in your bags. Okay. Alright, I need to open my own guide so I can properly remember stuff. We're gonna leave, we're gonna safe logout and go on the priest. But yeah, AoE damage will be the name of the game. It already is to some extent. Pull as much as you can and just AoE down. But in phase 2 it ramps up. Yeah, phase 2, yeah. It's gonna be crazy. Crazy! You guys are gonna be flocking to Priest Tank for a challenge. I mean, we already have people right now going and leaving leaving SoD in draws. Because it's too easy. If penalties are too strong. If Pallies are too strong at tanking, Pallies will I don't think anything will ever beat shaman tanking in terms of threat and damage until level 60 warrior fury tanks. Alright. Okay, let me just get situated here. That goes in the bank. Yep, that goes in the bank. Okay. So yes, this is my priest tank. He's in the top tier guild called Priest Tank. It's very important that you make a name for yourself on whatever realm you're playing. Having your guild name be Priest Tank really makes you stand out in a crowd of people. So they'll see your name, and below it, the guild name Priest Tank. It's kind of hard to forget someone with a guild name called Priest Tank. That's like the biggest thing you can do in terms of a promotion and finding a guild for yourself, is getting your name out there. So yeah, having the guild name Priest Tank, top notch stuff right there. Yeah, we recently dinged, but our gear is not that bad. Green tinted goggles, Invoker's Mantle. Can I change sets while flying? Can Caper do that? Oh, he can. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, Invoker's Mantle. So as a Priest Tank, your basic starter gear will be of the Eagle suffix items, I think they're called. So of the Eagle provides you with intellect and stamina. Stamina increases your HP. HP helps you with both physical and magical damage. Intellect provides you with mana. Mana obviously helps you with spells. Yeah, here we have a staff with shadow damage. Yeah, Hands of Darkness, very good. +9, +7. Of the Eagle. Until I get better rings, we have Band of Stamina, Seal of Sylvanas, Rune of Perfection. We're getting there, it's not bad. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I am posting in chat the Priest Tank guide. I posted in Twitch chat a guide on how to Priest Tank in Season of Discovery. Feel free to give it a look over. If you have any questions, let me know. I really appreciate comment on the guide in the comment section. If you are looking to Priest Tank, I would obviously suggest to Dungeon Tank first, and then make your way to Raid Tank. If you really want to Raid Tank as a Priest, please go Alliance. Alliance Priest Tanks are monumentally better than Horde Priest Tanks. It's absolutely crazy. But in terms of Dungeon Tanking, Undead is BIS for Dungeon Tanking. Yeah. You can still tank dungeons as an Alliance Priest Tank, it's just not as good as Horde. The difference is very minor, but when it comes to raid tanking, dwarfs are absolute gods. It's not, like, you guys have no idea. Well, actually, you do have an idea if you read the guide that I posted in Twitch chat. So yeah, I posted the Dungeon Priest Tank guide in Twitch chat, and that should give you a clear indication of why dwarfs are better for raid tanking. Dude, you can't wait to Priest Tank Patrick. Yeah, well, I mean, even Shaman Tank in Classic era was a bit iffy when it came to Nax bosses, so... But yeah, it goes without saying, if you're looking to even tank one boss in Nax, you have to be Alliance Dwarf. Yeah, and we're getting a lot of positive things on the priest tanking side of things. Blizzard has hinted that they will give racial priest abilities to other races, so dwarf priests can potentially get Devouring Plague, and vice versa. But even when other races can get other priest racials, it will still be BIS to be Alliance because of Paladins. Alright. Let me find my message. Oh, one thing I need to add to the guide. Do not tank dungeons before level 25. Obviously, well, you guys know Priest Tank is not a officially recognized class role, so you want as much working for you as possible. Being the highest level is one of those things. Alright, let's see here. Oh yeah, we were tanking SFK, but let's do RFC here, because I'm going to be talking. LFG. And we're going to wait a few extra seconds between groups to find a priest healer over any type of other healer. Resto shamans are god-awful at healing any tank. Druids are slightly better, and priest healers are best. And I think that applies to all class tanks. Yeah. Yeah. That a priority tier list for healers applies to all classes that are tanking. Okay. Alright, I need to open my own guide so I can properly remember stuff. No, we do not want to heal, we want to tank. Oh yeah, one thing that I would like to see changed is the possibility to proc crits while sitting down. That would be. I'm practically begging Blizzard on a daily basis to fix martyrdom, so it can proc by sitting down. That would be monumental for priest tanking if you could sit proc crit. At the moment, the only way to proc martyrdom is to just pull a lot of mobs. In RFC, it takes about 3 mobs hitting you to get a crit from martyrdom while standing. In higher level dungeons like SFK, it takes like 2 mobs. 2 mobs will proc martyrdom, but I'd like to see it fixed so you can sit proc crit, so you can proc martyrdom even earlier in a pull. Yep. Yeah, so these, I think this is what I have on screen right now is the starter priest tank talents. Yeah, it is, yeah. There are some slight variations if you start doing SFK. Yeah, if you start doing SFK, Unbreakable Will is BIS. If you do more RFC, wand specialization becomes a bit better because there are no silences in RFC, but you sometimes can use your wand to pull stuff if you don't want to use mana. So yeah, there's like slight variations depending on which dungeon you're spamming. Yeah, blockout proc, pretty straightforward. The good thing about this is that when it procs, it places a debuff on the target, and that actual debuff appearing on the mob causes threat. So not only, for example, you have Shadowward Pain, which can initially proc blockout, but as well as the actual debuff showing up on the mob deals threat. So yeah, pretty BIS to go blackout. Shadow Focus for a starter priest tank, very good. I have a very low hit chance. Some might say 0%, so it's good to have Shadow Focus. Once you get better gear, once you get the Void Touched boots from BFD, yeah, as well as using the world buff, it increases your hit. This starts to become less valuable. And then you can put 1 point, or maybe even 2. If you're really well geared, you can put 2 points in Shadowward Pain. But since we just dinged fairly recently 5 points in Shadow Focus, Shadow Focus will make sure that our Mind Seer never misses. Where is it? Mind Seer deals AoE damage and therefore AoE threat. AoE threat is the component that priest tanks are missing the most. It's absent. The notion of AoE threat. So Mind Seer kind of solidifies AoE threat. So if we eventually find an RFC group, we're practically going to be spamming Mind Seer. One of the ways we can spam a Mind Seer and not get spell pushed back is through Martyrdom. So on the 5th mob that we pull in RFC, we'll proc Martyrdom, and that'll allow a full cast of Mind Seer.
Shovel some snow. I'll be back.
Because RFC is a very low dungeon with mobs that don't hit for much, a simple Power Word Shield gives you enough absorb to fully cast a Mind Seer. So not only does Martyrdom allow you to fully cast Mind Seer, but as well as a Power Word Shield. So as you can see on screen right here, I have a little weak aura icon that lets me know I have Power Word Shield, and I can cast fully a Mind Seer. Yep.
Honestly, I mean, it's not as much snow. I was gonna say we should honestly just get what you calls it.
What else?
Someone to plow this shit, but they've already been shoveling. Magic Quarter. We're picking up a quest here. Let's do this first. So I think I know what comes up next is like the Logwood skip. Or let's do the Logwood skip. Get back to Brill for some turns.
In terms of the runes, you're looking at Void Plague.
This stream here.
Void Plague, Mind Seer.
3.5 hours. I'll be
and
back.
Power Word Barrier. Power Word Barrier allows you to fully cast Mind Seer without being interrupted.
Try and get a priest tank dungeon here. I realized I fucked up actually. I want to go towards Martyrdom.
So as long as you stay within the barrier, you can fully cast Mind Seer non-stop.
I'm trying to press my blink like as if I'm on my mage.
Yep. So
yeah,
Martyrdom helps you with Mind Seer, Power Word Shield helps you with Mind Seer, Martyrdom.
Stun, fear, and silence.
In Phase 2, we have access to Arena Grandmaster, which also gives you a shield, bubble effect, and you can also cast Mind Seer. I think you guys get the idea.
Basically, yeah. Loggo skip. Yeah, okay. That is this right here.
BIS professions are obviously engineering and tailoring. Engineering allows you to use target dummy. Target dummy is good if you lose aggro. You also have access to Big Bronze Bomb or Heavy Dynamite. Heavy Dynamite can be casted while moving.
Yeah, my mage to get this guy some stamina.
And Big Bronze Bomb just deals more damage, but you can't move. So they're both situational. And tailoring is BIS because of the boots that provide you 1% hit. On top of also, you can use your void touched boots before you pull a mob, and that mob will not get its threat reduced. So there's a neat little trick with the boots where you activate it before the pull. So yeah, you pull the mob, you activate the boots, pull the mob, and you're receiving 30%, I believe, less damage. Just give me a sec here, I'm buying stuff on the auction house, so I have stuff to do while I'm talking. It is very awesome that tailoring is BIS for Priest Tank, because you can do the DE Shuffle, the Disenchant Shuffle. Or should I say, no, just, sorry, scratch that. You can create brown linen robes and gloves of meditation. You send it to a disenchant alt, and you can make a lot of gold, even if you have the tailing profession. Nope, it is not, DJ. You can layer hop on a different layer, so you have multiple chances to get the STV chest. On top of that, if you're rich, you can just pay off people, which if you're at least playing World of Warcraft once a week, you will have enough gold to pay off people. On this server, I think I have in total, there you go. On this server, I have 200 gold. I've made this gold in about 6 days, a week. So in a week of playing WoW on this realm, passively, casually, I've made 200 gold. Yeah. In my experience, from Classic Era, it takes about 50 gold to pay off someone. You can either pay off someone, or you can pay someone to help you get the chest. So there are already... in your realm Discord, there should be a channel of people selling their services to help you get the chest. So even before Phase 2 officially starts, you can start gathering people to help you with chest. All layers are going to be hella crowded? Yes. You're forgetting one thing, DJ, as well. On top of everything that I've said, people sleep. There's this stupid thing that humans do called going to sleep. Take advantage of this. Take advantage of this notion. Trust me, I've studied this quite extensively, not just for the purpose of priest tanking, but shaman tanking as well. Around 3 a.m., 4 a.m., your time zone, population dwindles massively. There'll be so few people in STV to begin with, around 3 to 4 a.m.
Alright,
Just adjust your schedule.
I'll probably be back in like 30 minutes, an hour.
And you'll get AGM.